Hey guys, what's going on? What is it?
How many times have you done this? Hold on, 110 times. Fucking hell.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's MassiveJoes Weekly.
Another delicious intro to MassiveJoes Weekly Word, episode 111, Neve.
111 are the best.
111. You actually just off camera just then fucked up the intro.
I forgot what we were.
Forgot what to say. I said, we've done this 110 times, Neve. Surely by now you know how the intro goes.
I should know.
Anyway, topics of discussion, Neve.
Back in stock, new products coming soon, DMHA Banned and possible Phenibut Banned, Stay Massive Slam, AskNeve.
Jam-packed episode of MassiveJoes Weekly Word for you guys this week. We've got 19 questions for AskNeve as well, so we're going to have to rapid fire those bitches. First topic of discussion.
Back in stock. When are you getting a haircut, mate?
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. You know what? I was in the because I freshen up the do before we come in here and shoot Weekly Word, and I was in the men's toilets before and followed our resident vegan Muzz into the bathroom, and he went and took shit, and he's there shitting, and like where the what do you call that thing, where the mirror and the sink is? What's the name for that?
Basin.
The basin and shit is like right next to where the shitter is, so I'm like listening to him take his vegan shit while I'm trying to do my hair, and I'm like, fuck, I need to go see Robbie.
Thanks for that story.
that's how my morning started.
All I got out of that was Muzz was taking his shit and you were fucking creepily listening to him shit.
Oh, God.
Popping the head under the fucking door.
First topic of discussion, Neve.
Back in stock.
Okay, hit him.
So Ambrosia Overtraining Solution back in stock.
Oh, finally! Overtraining Solution, one of my personal favourite, and Boss Josh's personal favourite supplements at the moment. How many sculpins? All of them, Overtraining Solution back in stock.
America Labs Red, White and Boom.
Yes, we've been waiting. This, and you would know this.
Well, I know, because I've been hit up that many times about Red, White and Boom and Overtraining Solution.
Fucking got stuck in customs for bloody almost 3 weeks. But back in stock in both flavors as well, Blood, Sweat and Tears and Freedom. I mean, get on it, guys, because it's going to sell out again. We literally can't keep enough of this shit in stock. So if you want Red, White and Boom, now's the time to go hop on it.
And Cage Muscle, pre-cage and in-cage back in stock.
Finally! Cage Muscle back in stock, and we got some interesting news on both of those products in the new products. Second topic of discussion, excuse me. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
I just want to put it out there while I was saying back in stock, those two products. We've also just launched a stack of in-cage and pre-cage together.
Oh, you launched that shit?
I told Dilip to yesterday, so it should be up by now. So check that out. But also, while I'm on that point, check out our stacks page, supplement stacks page.
It's huge.
We've added, if you haven't seen it, we've added a lot of products, so a lot of pre and pump stacks of the same brands. And a lot of stacks have gone up online where you're going to save a few dollaroos. Yeah,
so check that shit out. In fact, you know what? Links in the description box. Go check it out.
Check out the stacks.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
New products.
Yeah.
All right, so Core ABCD is finally in 3 flavors.
Finally, and for those of you who are unaware, obviously Raw Review is coming on ABCD. But in ABC, because a lot of people have said, is this a replacement for ABC? No, it's a different product. Core ABC, amino acids, beta-alanine, citrulline malate, glutamine, specifically a BCAA supplement for during the day, but even more importantly, intra-workout. Whereas ABCD, amino acids, beta-alanine, carnitine, and the Drive blend, which is a mixture of N-acetyl-L-tyrosine, caffeine, and choline, specifically an energy-based amino acid supplement for like a little bit of a pick-me-up.
Dougie should have called it a different name though.
Well, you know, fuck, I told Doug. You know what the funniest thing is, right, is on the Gains Tour last year, so the Gains Tour 2016, we talk a lot of shit on the Gains Tour, as you guys could appreciate, because Doug, Mark, Sean, Joel and myself spent a lot of time together, so we ended up talking a lot of shit. And so Sean and Doug came up with this idea to like make because Doug like sues everyone who uses like anything correlated. He'll like send him a letter like that. And so Sean was like, fuck you, Doug. I'm going to come up with a supplement called ABCD, and then you have to send me a letter for using your trademark. And obviously Doug's taken that idea and run with it. They called the next amino acid supplement ABCD. But just to clarify, it's not a replacement for ABC. It's a different type of amino acid supplement with energy included in it. 3 flavors: grape, pineapple, strawberry, and Australian gummy snakes, aka Killer Python.
Core Omega now in stock.
Another
fish oil.
Yeah, another new product from Core Nutritionals. Their high potency, high EPA content fish oil.
Pre-caged is now available in apple.
Yeah, that was the news about pre-caged I had for you guys. So new flavor, crisp apple with a K, because you know Chris.
And in-caged in watermelon.
And watermelon, not with a K, because you can't put a fucking K in watermelon.
With a W.
Could have called it like quartermelon?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway.
You could have called it crisp watermelon.
2 new flavours of caged muscle.
Muscle Sport Rhino.
Oh shit! Now you've been pushing for this product for a while, Big Neve.
And so was Joel. Joel was a big fan of it as well.
Big fan, big fan. So from a new brand to us, Muscle Sport, Rhino is the first of their products we're bringing on. It's a pre-workout supplement. Would you call it high stim or more complete? Or a bit of hybrid?
It's more hybrid, but I'd say it's more complete.
I would say so too. The scoops are big.
Especially with nowadays, like the blends we're seeing come out in terms of like a stimulant base.
Yeah.
I wouldn't classify it in the stimulant category, but yeah. Definitely a very good pre-workout.
Available in 4 flavors. I don't mind it. Are we shooting a preview on that?
No.
No, we're not shooting a preview? No. Oh well, you guys are just going to have to wait for the raw review.
Fuck. And you've been wanting that preview.
I've been pushing for it. I like shooting previews. I like them, they're good.
And ProSup's
You guys like watching them too. The views have been amazing.
ProSup's My Cookie.
Yes!
Which is absolutely delicious. 4 flavours.
The new cookies from ProSup's, playing on obviously the My Bars, which have been incredibly popular. Now they do the My Cookies.
Yeah.
Which is not good for Neve's waistline.
Like I've only had 1, luckily.
So far.
Yeah, so far.
That's where it starts, mate.
It was good yesterday. I went to go get a Lenny and Larry cookie.
Yeah.
Luckily, they're all sold out already.
Yeah. So My Cookie it was.
No cookie.
Oh, no cookie?
No cookie.
So My Cookie was the day before.
Well, I got my hopes up and then, yeah. All right.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Coming soon.
Yes.
So Total War Pineapple Juice.
Yes. New flavour of Redcon 1 Total War.
Total War Tiger's Blood.
Yes. Another new flavour of Redcon 1 Total War.
The Gentech Essentials range.
Yeah, the Gentech, I don't think they call it Essentials. They call it their pharmaceutical range?
Yeah.
Is it? They got a name for it. Anyway, it's like single ingredient, freeform aminos and some other bits
But a few different ones. I've wanted one for a long time. We're finally getting unflavoured EAAs, essential aminos, which is something we've needed for a long time.
They do
colostrum.
They do unflavoured colostrum. They do they're just like the interesting things that other companies don't do. I think they do like a standalone theanine. Did I see that as well? Just some a standalone GPLC, I believe. So
your favourite.
A bunch of new stuff coming from Gentech. Also from Gentech, Big Nebos, not on the list, but
Psyched.
Yes.
2.0, which is a new pre-workout.
The new pre-workout.
Gentech.
And
what do they call that protein?
Hydro WPI.
Yeah.
Their new hydrolyzed whey protein isolate coming as well. And Macro Pro 7.
Yep.
To replace Macro Whey.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of new shit coming from Gentech. I like it. Well, you know what? Me and Nick Jones go way back.
Yeah.
We go way back. Owner of Gentech, Nick Jones, Naba, Mr. World. I've always been a big fan of Gentech, man. I'm happy that we're getting some more of their products in.
And you never hear anyone have a bad word to say about Nick Jones.
No, and speaking of Gentech, did you see Justin Wessels?
It was disgusting.
Fuck, Gentech sponsored athlete. Is he a NABA world champion as well?
I think like
I don't think he's won an overall.
I don't know, but
amateur.
Well, he's been competing for 30 years. Or something like that.
Yeah, but fuck, shredded to the bone. I hope Dylan put a photo up just then. So you guys know what I'm talking about, but disgusting. Anyway, moving on.
So DMHA is banned.
Hold on. No, still some more coming soon. You missed it.
BSN test booster, optimum nutrition fat burner.
No news.
No news.
Who would have thought?
No.
I was actually, you know what? I was having a conversation last night over Facebook Messenger. That's where I do my best business.
Yeah.
With James and Dean from Optimum.
Yeah.
And no talk of
not James Dean, it was James and Dean.
James and Dean, yeah.
You haven't gone back in time and spoken to James Dean through
but
Facebook.
But whenever I've booked a meeting with them next week, they're coming in next week.
Yeah.
And I always book the meeting as James Dean, and like the Apple automatically and says, no, you can't have he's not here. I'm like, trust me, Apple, I know what's going on. Anyway, next topic of discussion, Neve.
DMHA banned and possible Phenibut banned.
Okay, so link is in the description box to a new The Gains Trust video that Big Swole and I did earlier this week. That gives you the lowdown on a ban, not possible, it's pretty much happening. As of October 1st, 2017, the Therapeutic Goods Administration here in Australia, the TGA, is banning DMBA, which is amp citrate, banning DMHA, and all other chemical analogues of those types of substances.
Yeah.
As of the 1st of October, which means, and they're not just banning it, they're Schedule 10ing it, scheduling it on Schedule 10, which means it is completely illegal to sell, supply, or even possess or use.
Yeah.
DMHA, DMBA, and all other chemical analogues, which means a bunch of our favourite supplements are on the way out.
Yeah.
Such as?
Barney Yong's favourite Kraken.
Total War.
I just want to say, can we get Barney Yong's thoughts on the DMHA ban?
Yeah, but let's see if Barney Yong does he give it a thumb? No, thumbs down. No, he's gone the thumbs down. No, not a fan of the TGA of the TGA ruling on this one. So it means some of our favourites: Kraken, Total War, Double Tap, Conquer Unleashed, Reclaim. What else have we got there? Red, White, and Boom.
So many products.
Kodiak Sports Attack. There's a whole, actually, here's another link. The description box is going to be full of links this episode. Another link in the description box to all of the supplements on MassiveJoes.com that contain DMHA that will be no longer legal as of the 1st of October this year.
Buy up.
Well, you know, I'm not going to say buy up, Neve, because technically Schedule 10 as of the 1st of October actually also illegal to use. Oh. But you guys, you know, you're more than capable of making your own decision on what you want to do. We're just here to provide information. As of the 1st of October, Therapeutic Goods Administration banning amp citrate, DMHA, and all other chemical analogues. To expand on that, Big Neve.
We've just come out into this possible ban on Phenibut, the sleep aid.
Yes. Now, this is possible. This hasn't been, you know, put in for delegates' comments or whatever. This is just something that they're suggesting. They're suggesting also scheduling Phenibut, which is a metabolite of GABA, of gamma-aminobutyric acid, in a lot of sleep supplements, pretty much in every sleep supplement. Contains Phenibut, also possible scheduling of that. So we'll have to keep you guys updated on that. But that's just an idea that the TGA have had at the moment.
Yep.
Along with all their other spectacular ideas.
Yes.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
So this weekend, the long weekend, it's a long weekend here in Adelaide.
Well, it's a long weekend in pretty much every state except for WA, I think.
And Melbourne. Melbourne had theirs last week.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Lucky buggers.
So I don't know. Anyway, it's one here in Adelaide.
Yeah.
So, Stay Massive Slam.
Queen's birthday, I believe. Is it?
I don't know.
Queen's birthday long weekend?
Who knows?
I don't know. It's a long weekend for some reason.
But we're on the Stay Massive Slam.
Boom! Stay Massive Slam going down this weekend. So Big Neve, it starts Saturday morning, 9 a.m. It runs until midnight on Monday.
Yep.
So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's available both in stores and online.
Yep.
Stores will have it Saturday and Sunday, and MassiveJoes Morley over in Perth will also have it Monday.
Yep.
And online you can cop it Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Yep.
And the tiers are?
All right, so we've got the tier 1, which is $200.
Yes.
Spend $200.
Yep.
So I'll read it out.
Yep.
Free shipping.
Yep.
Free shaker, which you get when you spend over $150 anyway.
Correct.
Plus you get a free OG lifting straps.
Free TMJ apparel lifting straps.
And a free
OGs.
key ring.
And a key ring. Value? What's that value at?
10, 40, $50.
Is it 50?
Yep.
30?
Or 50 bucks.
50? Yeah. Oh, it says
you
right
said it there and I added it up in my head.
Spend $200, get $50 worth of freebies. Tier 2.
$300 spend, get all of that, plus you get a free greatest tee.
Value?
$80.
$80 of freebies when you spend $300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. Yep.
Plus a free towel
Yep.
Plus a free beanie.
Value?
$130.
Spend $400, get $130 worth of freebies.
And tier 4, $500 spend. All of the above, plus a free gym bag.
Value?
$200.
Spend $500, get $200 worth of freebies. I love Stay Massive slams. I think they're my favorite of all of our sales.
Yeah.
Because I love free shit. You know what I'm saying? $200 worth of freebies if you spend $500.
Well, you get everything.
Unbelievable.
You get a beanie, a t-shirt, a bag, lifting straps, key ring, shaker, free shipping. What else don't you get? You get pretty much everything.
And you know what the coolest thing is, Big Neve, with this? Is usually we only run them online. This is the first time we're running it in-store as well as online, so you can get it whether you shop at a MassiveJoes retail store or shop online. But you know what the even cooler thing is?
What's that?
Now we have Zip Pay and Afterpay, so you don't even have to pay for this shit up front.
Yeah.
You can zip in stores, you can Zip Pay it, or online you can Zip Pay it or Afterpay it and pay in fucking monthly installments.
Yeah.
So good time to stock up on your supplements, viewers at home. Get all this free shit as well.
Do it.
Starts on Saturday, 9 a.m. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
AskNeve.
19 questions this week, Big Neve. I have to rapid fire through some of these motherfuckers. Phil Spencer, my good man Phil. What's up, guys? I'm currently working away in Zurich, Switzerland. Dilip, find that one on the map. He's not from Zurich, however you want to pronounce it, but that's where he is at the moment. It's where the question's coming from. Rocking the TMJ apparel in the Swiss gym, and locals seem to like it. So my question, there is a possibility of a business opportunity for myself and a friend to open a gym in my local area. As we both consider career changes, what would you advise when setting up a gym, and what are the most suitable pieces of equipment to start up? As always, stay massive. Now, Phil, I know Phil. Phil resides in the UK.
Yeah.
So just to give you a bit of background.
Yeah.
You've met Phil as well.
I know I have. Yeah. I mean, I think the main thing is when you're, especially if you're coming into the market nowadays, you need to find something that sets you apart from everything.
Unique selling points, man.
Especially gyms, with so many gyms here, let's just say Adelaide, for example, you got Anytime Fitness, which is like 13 or 14 bucks, I don't even know. 24/7, brand new hammer strength, every piece of equipment, 20 treadmills, 20, I mean, you've got everything. 24 hours a day. It's cheap membership. I mean, you look at a few other ones that are starting to pop up around the place, you get exactly the same thing. I mean, plus you can go to Anytime Fitness, so if I'm here down here at work at MassiveJoes, I can go to the one at Black Forest, or if I'm up my place, I can go to the one up at Modbury or wherever. You can go anywhere worldwide. So I mean, that's the thing, is how are you going to set yourself apart as a point of difference to stop someone from just going to these Anytimes where they're already a member? What are you going to do to try and...
You need, my piece of advice, Phil, is find unique selling points, man, and drill those motherfuckers home.
Same with any business. How are you going to set yourself apart?
Exactly.
How are you going to get people to come to your coffee shop instead of the normal coffee shop they go to every day?
Instead of the big franchise coffee shop, pretty much is what you're trying to say.
Those kind of things.
Raymond L. Hayes. Raymond Hayes again from Louisville, Kentucky in the United States. Fellas, working a grueling 14 to 15-hour job daily, spending part of it in a chair and part walking on nothing but concrete in a factory warehouse. As you can imagine, leads to some excessive neck and back pain. When not training, what are some great stretches, techniques or releases of such tension you would recommend to minimize, prevent, or eliminate the strain? Anything to prevent the fatigue and pain before entering the gym. Thanks again for always consistent info and entertainment. Stay massive, my Aussie brothers.
I think massage is probably the main thing for that.
I was going to say as well,
I mean, there's not really stretching techniques. I mean, the release of tendons and stuff and muscle release is more through massage.
I get, if you follow me on Snapchat, you would know that I get deep tissue massage at least once a week. At the moment, I'm getting it twice a week. And one of the biggest things that I have, Ray, because I spend a lot of my time sitting at a desk in front of a computer, and I get really tight, like through my neck and through my traps. Like every single week, I have to have them trigger point released. And it's fantastic. And I used to, before I was doing that, I used to get headaches all the time. Now I very rarely get headaches, so I would recommend something like that, man. If you can find obviously the time for you is a big thing, to go see a deep tissue masseuse at least once a week and just get those areas that are giving you trouble, get them released, get them trigger pointed, and just get them kind of rubbed out. As well. D Pizzana 7 from Texas. In the US of A, once again, man, if you're from Texas, you got to tell us what part. It's a big fucking state. It's practically its own country. Where in Texas?
Houston.
I'm going Houston.
I went Dallas last week.
Yeah, you did. Let's go Houston. Deepazana7 from Houston, Texas. Do you guys recommend an app or gizmo that can actually track calories burned throughout a workout, seeing how many of these apps don't actually track that just walking or movement? Thanks, guys. Stay massive.
I don't use them, and I wouldn't recommend them.
No. Because they're not accurate.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I mean,
it's not accurate. And
I don't think that number one, it makes it a lot more difficult, and number two.
No, there's just a number one.
I'm just trying to think. The best way to put it. The thing is, as well, is okay. Let's just say you're on 2,000. Let's just for numbers' sake, you're on 2,000 calories.
Yes.
And you've gone and done a HIIT session.
Yeah.
So you've done one of your Metcons.
Yeah.
And you've burnt 500 calories.
Yeah.
So does that mean that, but when you do a normal day, when you don't do it, you've burnt 500 calories less throughout the day compared to a day when you don't do it? Does that mean you go and eat an extra 500 calories to stay in maintenance? Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It throws too many variables around, which becomes just too difficult. I mean,
and then you've got what type of exercise you're doing. If you're doing low intensity, well, then you just need to consider the calorie burn. If you're doing high intensity, you need to consider the post-exercise calorie burn, the excessive post-exercise oxygen consumption. And then you're going to do your head in, brother.
Stuff like one day you might go for a run,
and
you might burn 280 calories. The next morning you might do the Stairmaster, you might burn 330. Next day you might do Metcon and burn 580. Every single day you're going to be like, fuck, what do I do to my diet? Do I change my rice here from 150 to 180 grams? Do I change my chicken? Just it makes too many variables.
Consistency, brother, is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So I'm with you 100% on this one. Don't get too caught up in
I just don't. Yeah, I mean, I know like the heart rate monitors give out how many calories you burnt and stuff like that.
But it's still an approximation.
Yeah.
You know, it's still a very very approximate. I'll be honest. When I was younger, I used to do it during contest preps.
Yeah.
I used to track fucking everything. Like, obviously calories in, which I still do, but calories out. I used to wear a heart rate monitor for every cardio session, every workout, see how many calories I was burning. And to be honest, I don't do that anymore, and I'm a much better athlete now because I'm consistent with everything. Consistency is key, my man. Ryan Tomchuk.
That's what I was going to say, but just on that point real quick, but there was someone I know who was having like 3,000, their maintenance was around 3,000 calories.
Yeah.
But because they were doing 1,000 worth of, because he was using MyFitnessPal, and he was putting in his cardio in the morning and his weight training at night, and it was saying he was burning 1,000 calories or whatever, he bumped his calories up to 4,000 calories a day and was wondering why he couldn't lose weight because he was taking the 1,000 he put and then it was allowing himself to eat an extra 1,000 calories. Whereas he was eating 4,000 when he should have only been having 3,000 and the exercise on top to lose weight. But just as Joe said, keep it easy.
Keep it consistent and be reactive to what your body does. How it changes.
Yeah.
Ryan Tomchuk, brothers and I, and it's your boy Ryan from Calgary in Canada. 2 questions. Ryan, come on, brother. You know only one question. Make an exception.
Yeah, just quickly. We'll rapid fire them. If we make 2 questions, we're going to rapid fire.
I've been sitting around 213 pounds for about 3 months now and have been in a caloric deficit. Is there a fat burner that I should possibly incorporate or try a low-carb diet?
If it's been 3 months, you need to change something up.
If it's been 3 months, you're not in caloric deficit. You may have been, but now your body has regulated and down-regulated your metabolic rate to match your caloric input.
Either drop calories further or increase output.
Or another thing you could do is use a fat burner that's going to help increase output. Question 2. When will you guys come to Canada? Thanks and stay massive.
I don't know. Give us a reason to come to Canada.
Yeah, give us a reason and we'll come. Robert Ioannis, a question from New Jersey in the US of A. In regards to gaining strength and progressive overload, would you say it's just as important to track progress in accessory movements, such as dumbbell flies for chest, as it is for compound movements, such as bench press?
I definitely think it is.
I agree.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know why you wouldn't. That's just the wrong mindset.
If you're increasing bench, but everything else you've stayed exactly the same weight for the past 3 years,
it's not progressive overload.
You're not progressing overload. You just.
Tyler Baxter, what's up, fellas? Tyler Baxter from Newcastle, Central Coast in Australia. What is your current stack that you both very big boys are currently using pre, intra, and post workout? Do your supplements of choice change very often, or is there specific supplements that you're always referring back to? Cheers, fellas, and stay massive.
I've been using Kraken Pre.
Yep.
Mixed with something in the office. Generally, we've got Core Pump.
Yep.
So I've been using Kraken and Pump.
Yep.
Intro is Core ABC.
Yep.
My missus bought a mango flavour like 12 months ago, and she didn't like it, and I just found it in the cupboard.
Didn't like mango Core ABC?
No. I just found it in the cupboard. I'm like, what is this doing here?
You.
It had 2 scoops out of it. So I've been using, I'm not a big mango fan, but I've been using mango ABC now for the last 6 weeks or something. Yeah. So ABC I'm using.
Yeah, and post?
I don't really have a post-workout shake. When I do, I'll have Core Pro.
Boom. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. My
mixed with like banana. I make a smoothie.
Yeah.
Bit of banana, bit of peanut butter, a bit of stuff like that.
My pre-stack at the moment, Tyler, I use MTS Clash stacked with Vasky, so I do the fully loaded stack, and then I also pre-workout, I have a scoop of Core Hard, a scoop of Anagenin, a scoop of Creation Supplements, HMB, and at the moment I'm using Carney Shred pre-workout as well. Intra-workout, I use MTS Machine Fuel, 1 and a bit scoops, 1.5 scoops, and 1 scoop of Evogen Glycoject. And post-workout, I'm using Core ISO 2 scoops, 1 scoop of MTS Carb 10, 2 scoopins of overtraining solution. Unless I train really hard, then I might go 3 or 4 scoopins. A scoop of HMB Pure from Creation, and a scoop of HCL Pure from Creation. That's my stack.
Oh, and if I'm doing pre-cardio, pre-like walk or pre-F45, I use a scoop of OptiBurn and a teaspoon of ATP acetylcarnitine.
Ooh, boom. King Shug, how's it going? Ewan Shepherd from Dublin, Ireland. I have a weird one for you this week. I've tried to take fat burners 3 times now in the space of 4 years. Powders and tabs, and every single time I've taken them 10 minutes into the workout, I've just taken them in the morning and I get really dizzy and puke. No matter what brands I have tried, I have taken the amount it says and I have tried to lower the dose, but same shit happens. Is it just me or is there something I'm doing wrong? I'm no stranger to high stims or caffeine. I'm a massive pre-workout junkie, but if I take the fat burners, I won't take a pre-workout. Thanks guys, stay massive.
I don't know, it's really weird that you can take high stim fat burners, but then it doesn't affect you. Maybe just you need to, if you look at what ingredients all of them have, if they've got a...
I'm thinking it could be an empty stomach issue. Because he says I'm taking them in the morning. So assuming that you're taking them on an empty stomach, and then when you're taking your pre-workouts, it's not on an empty stomach, it's on a full stomach, that could be your answer right there.
Yeah.
Really. That's because you got to look at the difference in, because pre-workouts and fat burners usually are quite similar in terms of the stimulants and the ingredients.
Yeah.
Especially your high stim pre-workouts, you could almost interchange them.
Yeah.
So I'd go. It sounds like an empty stomach issue, brother. So maybe try not taking them on an empty stomach. Chris Goff, Chris from Perth, Australia. What's happening, Chris? As an about to be dying 50... That's not a good way to start.
No, they didn't like your comment last week.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, I saw that.
As an about to be dying 51-year-old, I seem to be making gains and training 4 times a week at the gym. Is there any advice you can give before I fall off the perch? Thanks for that, Joe.
Well, not happy.
What did I say? I can't even remember.
You're saying... Oh, because we were talking about how he'd been training for 2 months or something and hadn't been making gains.
Oh, you said, did I get ripped for that?
No. But
I said you'll continue to make gains until you start dying.
Yeah, at about 50 years of age or something.
Oh, did I say that?
I don't remember you saying it, but you must have.
I don't think I said. Did I say 50?
No, you did. You must have done.
That's my bad, Chris. I apologise. Is there any advice you can give me before I fall off the perch? Cheers and stay massive.
Well, seeing as both of our fathers are both 60 years of age or approaching 60.
Approaching, yeah.
I mean, there was no ill intent to your...
I can't remember what I said, but if I did say anything that offended you guys, I apologise. What I was trying to say is that you continue to progressively make gains until your body reaches a state where it's not... Well, how do I say this?
That doesn't matter. Anyway.
You know what I'm trying to say. You continue to progress until your body says that's enough.
The degenerative process does.
That's what I'm after.
Does begin to happen,
Correct.
which is life, unfortunately.
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, obviously, if you're 51 and you're training 4 times a week and you die at some point, there's not really much else to do. That's the main thing. Is just, obviously, the main difference between someone who's 25 years of age and someone who's 50 years of age is probably recovery and testosterone levels.
Yeah.
A natural test booster would be probably something I'd look at taking.
Correct.
But yeah, just something like that. I mean, that is the thing, is testosterone is what dictates how much muscle mass you hold. And your ability to build muscle. So yeah, definitely look at natural test booster. Just make sure you diet at some point in training.
Jared Waters.
Just like with everything, consistency.
Jared from Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. With all the new product launches recently, what base supplements are you guys currently rocking each day, and what additions do you make depending on whether you're in a cut or bulk? That's a fucking loaded question.
Yeah, it's a long. I mean, well, Joel and I just said what
we did pre-intro post, yeah.
Every day I have the ATP range, so I have Mars, Mars and Prime that's now, Quad RX, multi-food, and then T432 with each meal. So I have those 5. And then as I said, OptiBurn, and then what I said before. So I mean, I don't have a massive supplement regime like I used to back in the day. But yeah, definitely, I hit all the bases.
My supplement regime is massive, Jared, and I'm actually going to shoot. I'm shooting this year with my contest prep. I'm not doing director's cut. I'm doing a raw vlog style series, and I'm going to shoot the first round of episodes next week. And one of those episodes is going to be on my supplement stack. So keep an eye out for that, and all will be revealed. Corey Warboys hasn't told us where he's from. Neve, pick a place.
Corey, I think Corey's from New South Wales, but anyway, he's from, where was that place where we went for the, Corey lives where we stayed.
Fucking pick a place, man.
He's from Maroubra.
Maroubra!
He's one of the bra boys.
He's a bra boy. Corey from Maroubra. I'm doing single body...
What the fuck is that place I was thinking of?
I don't know.
Where we stayed at that beach town, that beach city.
Neve, I really can you specify?
For your bodybuilding, New South Wales.
Yeah.
We went there and we stayed in that.
Coolangatta on the Gold Coast.
No, in New South Wales for last year at the end of the year. Your show at the end of the year. Last year, in October we went there.
Oh, just out of Sydney.
Yeah.
Fuck, what's it called? No, you don't.
No, the riots, Cronulla.
Cronulla.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Sutherland Shire, New South Wales. I'm doing single body part workouts, rugby training twice a week with the game on the weekend, roughly eating 1,500 to 1,700 calories a day. I'm taking drop factor with acetyl-L-carnitine, roughly around 160 carbs, 200 protein, and 50 to 80 grams of fat. Cheers for the help, guys. There's no question there.
Corey, you got to ask a question, man.
Oh, maybe is this a follow-up from last week? Do you have last week's questions?
I do have last week's here.
Yeah? See if
Corey, I'm having trouble dropping the last few kilograms.
Okay, there we go. All right. Let's wind back. Okay, ask this one first.
So, hi guys. Corey from Lithgow, New South Wales.
Oh, you were close.
I'm having trouble dropping the last few kilograms. Yeah. I'm currently 88 kilograms down from 115. Currently training 5-6 days a week.
Yeah.
He's doing single body part workouts. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
What can you do for the last few kilograms he wants to lose?
And he's rugby training twice a week.
I'm going to put it out there and say that your calories are way too low.
Too low.
What was that video you did about increasing calories?
I did a video on that?
Yeah, like rebounding. How do you...
Reverse diet?
Reverse dieting.
Yeah.
You need a reverse diet now.
Yeah.
Because 1,500 calories is like... A small girl probably eats 1,500. That's not being rude, but a small girl probably eats 1,500 calories.
Yeah.
For a guy who's 88 kilos and the amount of rugby training 5-6 days a week.
That's a lot of physical output.
Yeah, especially for someone who's 88 kilos. Yeah, definitely you need to increase your calories now. Your body's almost what they call starvation mode, where your body's just hanging on to body fat. So it's not gonna there's nowhere for you to go. We can't tell you to drop more calories because you're going to be at like 1,300 calories. Can't tell you to do more because you're going to be like...
You're at that stage, Corey, unfortunately, where it's like it's time to reverse diet, build that metabolic rate back up. And you are going to put on a little bit of weight, it's just part of the process, but you need to build your metabolic rate back up because you're stuck between a rock and a hard place at the moment, man. You really can't do anything. If you were a client of mine and you came to me with this, I would say we need to reverse diet you straight away.
Yeah.
Chris Brown. Much love from Newcastle, Central Coast, New South Wales, lads. Just wondering about a quick explanation of how peptides like BioGrow and Overtraining Solution differ from that of injectable synthetic peptides that people think will make them jacked. Also, Joe convinced Bosch to do the All Classic show in July. His cut lines up perfectly. Cheers, boys. Stay massive.
Well, Chris, all protein is made up of peptides.
Correct.
So peptides are the building blocks of muscle, pretty much.
Yes.
Well, proteins are building blocks of muscle.
Yep.
Peptides make up protein.
Yeah.
So obviously there's a lot of different types of protein and peptides. Obviously you've got the peptides, which, yeah, obviously like your injectable ones, like your CJC and your like GRP6, which were in the media a lot with the NRL and the AFL.
Yes.
Those kind of peptides.
Yes.
So yeah, they're actually, it's like the difference between like a steroid and a natural test booster.
I was going to say, it's like the difference between injectable testosterone and taking natural ingredients that get your body to produce more testosterone.
You're injecting a synthetic substance.
Yes.
The other one, you're getting your body to naturally, or you're naturally producing more, or you're giving your body like BioGrow.
Correct.
Which is colostrum.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just, they're completely different. They work completely different ways.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. You're not comparing apples with apples at all. Lucky Swansea Leicester. Hey guys, Lucky from Sydney here. Sydney, New South Wales. A lot of New South Wales love today. I just want to know your thoughts about taking GABA before workouts. There are studies that claims GABA increases GH levels post-exercise if it consumed pre-workout. I'm currently stacking EWP, Show the World, acetyl L-carnitine, creatine, and GABA as my pre-workout. GABA pre-workout, Neve.
I've never used a pre-workout. Have you used a pre-workout?
I have used it pre-workout. I hated it because it makes me sleepy.
Yeah.
Like that's why they use GABA in sleep supplements, because it's a depressive neurotransmitter. So usually in pre-workouts, you want stimulatory neurotransmitters, things that are going to increase brain activity. GABA literally slows down brain activity to put you in a relaxed state, which is why it increases GH production. But you really want to increase GH production while you're sleeping, because that's when your body is naturally going to produce more GH anyway.
And resting and recovering.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of GABA before bed.
I'd say it for before bed.
But pre-workout to me makes really no sense, and I have tried it and I hated it. Lewis Alexopoulos. Hey fellas. Lewis from Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Heard you saying that the day you had no caffeine, this is for you, you felt like shit all day until you took some. Now, I'm a stim junkie myself and experienced this a lot. So just wondering, what is the best way to lower your caffeine dependency, whether it be taking some time away from it at all, or is there some sort of supplement or natural source that may help? Cheers, guys. Appreciate everything. Loyal subscriber from start till forever. Thank you, Lewis.
I think the thing is you need to just like completely go off caffeine for a number of weeks.
Completely off?
Well, you should. I'm not going to listen to my advice. I'm staying the gram a day plus strong.
I'm Neve. I will suggest you do this, but I will go do this.
I don't listen to any of my own
I have a chair.
I don't listen to any of
the castle.
I don't listen to any of my own advice.
Yeah.
But the thing is yeah, you should at least. I mean, the recommended daily intake is like 300 to 400 milligrams a day, absolute max. And I triple that on a daily. So I'd say, I think you should, if you're feeling like crap, you should just have a time when you just get off caffeine.
Yeah.
I think you need to for 3 or 4 weeks.
I'm not going to say go completely off, Neve, because I don't think that's going to assist anything. I'm going to say consciously taper down your caffeine intake, Lewis. And then you can also look at taking something that's going to control your cortisol levels, because that's effectively caffeine, what it's going to do. Right, is it's going to make you feel real nice, but then your body in response releases a shitload of cortisol. So, you know, you could look at like a Core Nutritional's Core Hard or ATP Do Cord RX, probably the two top supplements in that category. But you do need to make a conscious effort to decrease your daily caffeine intake. Not all at once, slowly taper it down, man.
The problem nowadays is when you have a pre-workout,
yeah,
which has got 300 milligrams of caffeine,
yeah,
you got a fat burner which has 250 milligrams of caffeine.
It's easy. You have a coffee in the morning.
Coffee in the morning. You have an
afternoon. Utopia in the afternoon. Pick me up.
Utopia at 10 a.m. for our 10 a.m. meeting.
Yeah.
Something at 2 o'clock for a pick me up.
It adds up. ABCD throughout the day because it tastes so fucking good.
I'm already at a gram.
100 milligrams per scoop.
Or like when I try supplements and don't read the label.
Yeah.
Double scoop rave. Add in another scoop into something else. And I got 700 milligrams in one fucking sitting, and then felt like I was going to die the rest of the day.
Pierre Pozzuto. How you doing, Pierre? My very big Australian boys, Pierre from Chester in the UK. Hope you're both well. Because you're such big travelers, I thought you might be able to help. I've just landed in Florida, Orlando. Pierre's there for his birthday. Oh. He told me. Hope you're having a good time there, brother. If you were here, what would you visit in the fitness world? Obviously, I've hired a Mustang. Good for you, man. So I'm happy to travel across the state. Any epic gyms, eating joints, and supplement stores you'd recommend? P.S. Joe, can't believe you've only recently tried the Orange Monster Ultra. It's my favorite. P.P.S. I can't believe the benefits I'm getting from Core Test. # recommend highly. Fantastic to hear, Pierre, about the Core Test. What would you do in Florida, Neve?
I've never been to Florida, so I'd fucking do anything.
Haven't you been before?
No. We were going to go there because who was there? BSN was there or someone?
Yeah.
Yeah, we never
Not
went.
anymore.
Never
went in Chicago.
Yeah. I've never been there, so I don't know what the fuck you do, Pierre.
We, Big Swole and I went there last year on TMJ in the USA, Pierre, which I'm sure you've already watched, so you know kind of what we got up to. Went down to Redcon 1 headquarters, went and trained at Busybody. Man, what's in Florida that you could do in terms of gyms? Iron Addicts in Miami, Mike Rashid's gym out there, the one that got raided. But it is there, and apparently it's a pretty cool gym. Flex Lewis's gym in Boca Raton, although that's only private, like you can't. Maybe hit Flex up on, I don't know, Instagram or something.
The Rock? Where's The Rock's gym?
Well, The Rock lives in Florida.
Yeah, that's where his home gym is.
Barely fucking there, ever.
Go see The Rock's home gym.
Yeah.
Read that Facebook Live that went fucking terribly.
Yeah, wasn't that a disaster? Yeah, I don't know. Apart from that, Pierre, I haven't really spent a lot of time in Florida apart from last year. We spent a day there. With the guys from Redcon 1. So, I don't know. I can't really offer much advice, and you can't offer advice because you've never fucking been there. Yeah. But good to hear about the Core Test, man, and enjoy that Mustang.
Maybe just go use your fucking Core Test on the Pussycats down there in Miami.
Oh, he's married.
Oh, well, fuck.
On his Pussycat.
Use it or no.
Rabbi El Haifa. Hey guys, Beerly from Oman. Oman? Well, I don't think we've ever had a question from Oman.
I don't know who the fuck Oman is.
Do you even know where that is? Of course he does. He just put it up on the map. Because of my job, I have to walk 8 hours a day. What would you recommend to prevent muscle loss and make walking useful? Much love and respect. Stay massive.
I'd be drinking BCAAs throughout while I'm walking.
For sure.
You just need to keep your calorie. You're going to have to be in a higher calorie
output
than most people. So you're going to have to increase your calories to make sure you're not, well, at least maintaining your weight.
Yeah.
And being able to put yourself into surplus if you're looking to build a bit of muscle.
Yeah.
But yeah, stuff like BCAAs just to prevent muscle catabolism while you're walking around is probably the main thing.
BCAA is going to be the biggest thing there, man. Sam Eades. Hey boys, coming to you from Port Pirie, South Australia. Joe, I noticed in one of your videos where you were warming up your rotator cuff that you had a huge range of motion in your internal and external rotations. Is this a specific area you get worked on in deep tissue massages? Cheers and stay massive. Yes, and I'm happy someone's noticed. Yes, it is, Sam. I pay a lot of particular attention to these areas here because I've been fortunate enough, touch wood, to not have any serious shoulder injuries. And I've also been fortunate enough to experience guys like this guy and having serious issues around that area and knowing that I do never want that. And then the other thing is because my chest has been shit over the years, it's been a part of my body that I've been particularly conscious about building up. And if you don't have a big shoulder range of motion, you can't build chest, except if you're Neve. Then you can build a monstrous chest. Fuck it.
With no shoulder range of motion.
But yeah, man, it is something that I spend a lot of time personally working on with stretching and warming up my rotator cuffs, and then also with my deep tissue massager every week. My deep tissue masseuse spends a lot of time on my shoulders, pec major, pec minor, rotator cuffs, all that shit. And I do recommend, you know, pay a lot of attention to your shoulders, guys. They are the one joint in your body that is more prone to injury than any other joint. Link is in the description box as well because we've got a really cool article on our website about how to build bulletproof shoulders. Really, really good article. J4YL1L, hey fellas, Jalil from the ADL in Adelaide here in South Australia. Do you think that the TGA will ban DMHA here in Australia like they did with DMAA?
Fuck.
Already been through it. It's happening, brother. Unfortunately, it's happening. Danny Ooms. Hey, Neve, I saw you recently recommended someone to do behind the neck barbell shoulder presses. During my education as a trainer, I was taught that doing them like that can severely fuck up your shoulder. I would like to hear your take on it as to why you choose to do them. I would love to reintegrate that bad boy into my routine, but don't want to butch up my shoulders. Stay massive. P.S. Eindhoven, Netherlands is not in Africa, my man. It's in Europe. Well, we don't know where Danny's from because he didn't tell us. But is he saying he's from Eindhoven, Netherlands?
Yeah, I think so.
Is not in Africa?
I don't know.
Yeah?
Well, I obviously understand Netherlands is not in Africa.
Yeah. Well, Dilip, let's say Danny's coming from Eindhoven.
No, fuck him. No, fuck it. He's from Africa.
Okay, fuck it. Put him back in Africa.
He's from Zambia. I'll go back to and reiterate my statement about behind the neck presses.
Yeah.
I do not believe in heavy behind the neck shoulder presses.
No.
I saw Mike Rashid doing them.
Ooh.
I think with like 220 on the bar. I wanted to die. Like, it was disgusting.
It definitely puts a lot more stress on your shoulder joint than in front of the head shoulder presses.
Yeah, so just putting it out there, I would never recommend anyone do heavy
behind the neck
barbell shoulder presses.
Yeah.
What I do personally is I do behind the neck Smith machine shoulder press.
Yeah.
So it's a fixed range of motion, and I do a very like lightish weight. So I'm talking like 10 kilos each side. I think the heaviest I go to is like 20 kilos each side. So once you get a Smith machine, I mean, you're taking the bar out, it's only like 20 kilos a side.
Yeah.
It's only like 40 kilos.
And the Smith machine
is a fixed range, is a fixed position.
The issue when you move, I'm just going to get some side-on action. When you move a bar to behind your neck and you start pressing it and it's not fixed, is the ability of the bar to continue to rotate back and back. And like even doing that hurts my shoulders. And I got good shoulder range of motion. But even doing that without any resistance there does not feel good.
Yeah, so I do it on Smith machine because it's safe, because you can't go backwards or forwards anyway.
Yeah.
It's in a fixed range of motion, and I'm making sure that I can just isolate my front delts and isolate my delts.
Yeah.
And I get zero pain.
Yeah.
If I go too heavy and put like 220s on each side of the Smith machine, it kills me automatically and it hurts on the first rep. But if I go nice and light, I do it more so just to pump blood into my shoulders. I do it as a higher rep kind of exercise. There's definitely something I wouldn't go, whereas if I'm doing like a heavy a heavy push press or something, I'll do 5-6 reps. Whereas if I'm doing behind the neck Smith machine, it's something I'll do for 12 to 15 reps.
So there you go, Danny. Do it, but do it light and do it in the Smith machine. Final question, coming from Barney Ong. Big boy! Following on from the Barney Ong thumbs up certification of Kraken and this week's Barney Ong thumbs down certification of the TGA. My question this week, I wonder if Barney Ong has a lot to do with the TGA being a doctor.
Probably does.
He probably has the inside info, actually. Anyway.
Well, you have a look. Barney, thumbs up to Kraken. Next week gets banned.
Yeah. My question this week is whether there is a point of diminishing returns when it comes to the duration of a workout. Is there a point in your workout where it's better to just end it, or should you just keep on training if you have the time to? I usually have a set number of exercises each workout, but sometimes when I find I have the extra time, I just find more exercises to do or just repeat some earlier exercises. It can be rather taxing on the joints, but just wondering what your thoughts on this are.
Pretty much the main thing that I'll notice that tells me to stop training is when I stop getting a pump.
Ooh.
And I just feel like I don't have the energy to train anymore.
Yeah.
Which is very funny because that's what using Kraken, I don't get that feeling anymore, which is why I like it. But definitely after a while, like I can just tell when I've done enough.
There's definitely a point of diminishing returns, Barney.
Definitely.
100%. And you really can't argue against that. You're going to get, you know, any particular workout, you can kind of pick it out and you can say, listen, pick a muscle group.
Just shoulders.
Okay, let's go shoulders. If you hit one front delt exercise, one middle delt exercise, one rear delt exercise, and one trap exercise, that is the basis. That's where you're going to get the most returns on your investment in training shoulders. Then you go hit a second front delt exercise, a second middle delt, a second rear delt, and a second trap. You're still going to get return, but it's going to be diminished based on that first return you got from the first round of exercise. You go do a third, a fourth, a fifth. You could train for fucking 6 hours, but you're going to get 80% of the benefits of that workout in the first 20% of the workout. It's the Pareto principle in this bitch. Would you concur?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But then there's a lot of things you have to take into account as well, such as like your rest periods.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I'm gonna generalize it, Barney, and I'm gonna say train as hard as you can train for as long as you can maintain that intensity.
Yeah.
And when the intensity starts to drop off, that's when it's time to say, you know what, workout's over. I come back to it.
I mean, I could do a workout and it could take me 2.5 hours, but if I put my foot down, I could probably get it done in 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly the same workout.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I mean, I know that's not Barney's question.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
You've got to elaborate though.
But the thing as well is people say I went to the gym and trained for 2.5 hours. But I mean, how much of it you spent 5 minutes between each set walking around the gym chatting to your mates about the new shoes you bought on the weekend or what you're doing on Saturday night.
Perving bitches on Instagram.
So that's the thing, flicking through Instagram, scrolling through Facebook, those kind of things. If you're doing those kind of things, I mean, whereas if you're sitting down timing your rest periods or doing 45-second rest periods, you're going to have a lot higher intensity. You're going to burn more calories. You're going to be in and out in 45 to 50 minutes, what you normally would in 2 hours.
Yeah.
So,
Barney, just go hard in the paint, man. That's what it comes down to.
Barney, we know you go 100.
Go hard in the paint. Big Neve. Do you have anything else you'd like to add before I tell the viewers to hit the subscribe button? Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching this on the mobile or the PC. Did you know you can turn post notifications on your PC now?
I do now.
Turn those post notifications on so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. If you like this video, throw down a comment. We're taking another round of AskNeve because we got through everything today.
Yeah.
So hashtag AskNeve, post your comment. Don't forget to tell us where you're from or you might end up somewhere in Africa.
Netherlands is in Africa.
Whether you like it or not. And don't forget to spread the love, share this video around, spread the love on the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. We're almost at 110,000 subs, Neve. I checked that shit last night.
How many?
110,000.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, almost there. So help us get there. Until next week, where we're coming to and from Neve.
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay massive.